So you want to know how I consistently made $100 a day at least through drop shipping? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly how I did that. Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Zach, and if you're new to the channel, you can learn all of the secrets of the e-commerce world by simply subscribing to my YouTube channel and hitting that little bell button so you never miss a thing. But yeah, today I'm going to be covering the topic of how I make $100 a day consistently through dropshipping. First off, if you're watching this video and if you're familiar with dropshipping, I can almost guarantee that you've seen one of these videos on YouTube. And what these videos are gurus boasting about their gigantic, almost unbelievable numbers of profit they have made through dropshipping. And I hope I'm not the first one to tell you this, but if I am, most of these screenshots or most of these stories that people have been telling you are either one, entirely fake, or two, just blown out of proportion of what they actually are. And a huge majority of these are actually simply accomplished by dumping a ton of money, like a proportionate amount of money, into Instagram influencers, and that's how they get these big numbers. So not that I'm saying this isn't impressive, right? Instagram influencers are an art form in themselves, very hard to succeed with. However, that just makes things look a lot more cut and paste than they actually are. And if you're just getting into dropshipping, these are the exact type of videos that you do not want to watch. Not only are these type of results not sustainable, like consistent money per day, consistent $100 per day, but they do not work for everybody. And yeah, this strategy that I'm about to tell you, the exact path that I took may not work for everybody. However, it's worked for me and it's consistently working for me. So if you were to enact this yourself, there's a very good chance that it would work for you too. So enough of that. I'm sorry, I'm an education channel. I really try and educate people, and I see a lot of people falling for these gurus and giving them a crap ton of money because they can fake results or they can promise these big things. And I'm just here to tell you the truth. And that truth today is me telling you how I make $100 a day consistently. Alright guys, it's actually a lot easier than it may seem. And yeah, $100 a day. If you're making $100 a day profit every single day, that's $36,500 a year. That's like a teacher's salary. That's kind of depressing, isn't it? But it's a very good amount of money. You can definitely live off of that, or, you know, buy food, eat. So why am I pushing $100 a day over like $5,000 a month, $10,000 in one day? Well, because consistent, steady money is the best. And this beats out those other strategies for two main reasons. First of all, you can stick to one consistent strategy. All those other things, they take a lot of tweaking, a lot of working, and you have to work around a bunch of trends. This one, yeah, you have to tweak a little bit, but basically I have been running the same exact strategy throughout the entirety of my store, and it's been consistently working for me. And two, if you are to take a route of a bunch of those people where it's just Instagram influencers all day hoping for the big money, it's so much work, and it's really not passive, which is a great benefit of dropshipping in the sense that I rarely ever touch my store now, other than just maintenance or maybe adding a product or two here and there, and then definitely just fulfilling orders. But everything is very passive because once you set it up, you can pretty much guarantee that you're going to be making this money unless something happens, and then there's damage control, but that's what I have this YouTube channel for, to help you through that. But anyway, enough talking. Let's get into exactly how I started making $100 a day consistently and how I maintain that till today. So once again, I got to give a little disclaimer here. I'm not going to go that in depth. If you want to learn about these different strategies, I have a bunch of videos on my channel already, and I'm going to make a bunch more videos. So if you are interested, check out my channel or hit that subscribe button and you won't regret it, I guarantee it. So yeah, first, I have 3 steps. The first one, and this you will hear everybody say, but so many people really don't do this and they get very discouraged, right? The first thing that I did was I created a store around a general niche. So it was like a general niche store. I'm gonna give you the niche right here. Probably shouldn't, but it was like a beauty store, right? So I had this beauty store and I launched a bunch of different ads for products within the beauty niche, right? Whether it be eyeliner pencils, whether it be like makeup palettes, whether it be like blender sponges, I don't know, anything like that, I launched an ad for. And I did this for a couple weeks, and I'm gonna tell you now, I lost about $150 to $200. And you're not gonna hear people saying this. You're gonna hear people saying, oh, I made $8,000 on my first day. No, that is entirely out of the ordinary. That's not going to happen for most people. But losing $150 to $200 or even more than that is totally normal and fine as long as you know why you're losing that money. And additionally, as long as you can utilize the information that you've gotten with that money to better your store and to better your advertisements in the future. See, with this $150 to $200 I lost, I don't remember the exact amount, I was able to collect a bunch of information about what people want, what people respond well to, and I was able to put that into my future ads. So with constantly tweaking ads and trying out different products, I tried about 20, 30 products up until this point. I found one product that I really didn't have to sell, but that just people really responded to. I remember I set the ad, it was New Year's Day, right? Or New Year's Eve, I set it, right? Crazy time. I woke up the next day and my ad had like 50 likes on it in the few hours that I was asleep, and this was unheard of for me. And I woke up and I was like, oh my god, wow, this is actually incredible, what's happening? And the truth is, once you find a good product, people will start coming to you. Of course, you need to market to some level of professionalism and actually like have a good marketing campaign to some sense, but for the most part, if you have a good product, people will buy it. So then when I found this product, I actually decided to change my entire store to this one product, but you don't have to do that. I just thought that it would be a better decision in the long run, and it actually ended up being that. So, you know, you can do that if you want. So how I found this product was through general PPE advertising, and I'm assuming I'm gonna get a lot of newbies watching this video. So PPE advertising is pay per engagement, and that was through Facebook. And I don't know if I mentioned that I'm using Facebook ads, but through Facebook with a PPE ad, what it does is it shows a lot of people your ad, and it's aiming for engagement. So it's aiming for likes, shares, comments, all of that stuff. It really gets it out there, and it's a great way to gauge audience interest in your product. So all I did was I launched my ad PPE and saw that it was getting a really good response. So what I did was I created another PPE campaign and another one to just make sure that I was really hitting a good product. And what I actually began seeing is that people would start buying off of these PPE ads. I was spending $5 a day per ad, and I was making about a sale per day, which resulted in about $10 profit per ad. And now this brings me to point 2. I actually got lucky. This isn't going to work for everybody. However, there's a very good chance that if you do it right, this could potentially work for you. So what I did, and what I still do to this day, is my advertising strategy is entirely comprised of PPE ads, right? You're not going to hear this. Really, nobody talks about this type of strategy. Everybody's like, oh, switch over to conversion ads. And I totally wish that I could do that myself. However, my products and my niche really respond well to the virality, I can't speak English, virality and the social proof that PPE ads bring, because everybody's sharing it, everybody's commenting, liking it. One of my ads has like 30,000 likes right now, tons of comments of people tagging each other. It's absolutely crazy. So when I saw that PPE ads were the best, of course I experimented with conversions, but I was like, oh, PPE is clearly better for this. What I did was I just duplicated the winning campaign. And now there were some different variants of the product, so I did have to create brand new advertisements, but I used the exact same targeting for those variants as the original variant and launched all those PPE ads. So in the end, basically what had happened was I had this little network of advertisements that were either duplicated right off the original or just cloned, and I have a new picture, but with the same exact targeting. So I was spending about $40 a day in advertisement. And if an ad didn't really convert well, I would just drop it and then make another one and keep experimenting, because yeah, I did find that I had a winner, and I did find that my ads were converting pretty well. However, as long as the cost per click or the cost per conversion or whatever have you, the objective of your advertisement is a little bit high, you can always assume that you can get it down a little bit. So what I would do is I would experiment. I tried different wording in the advertisement. I'd use different text. I'd use different pictures, and I experiment a little bit with targeting, but I really found that my targeting was on point. So how I was actually able to take a bunch of different pictures for my products advertisements is because I had seen that I had a winning product. I was like, okay, this has a lot of potential in the future. And I went ahead and contacted my supplier on AliExpress, and I bargained with them, and I got a huge bulk order for a largely discounted price. So this is an entire strategy that I need to make a whole separate video on. But what I would then do was I would ship the item to the customer from my own house. Now you may be like, Zach, this is crazy. Why would I want to ship the item from my own house? Isn't dropshipping like for ease of use? Yeah, you have a point there, but I'm going to tell you exactly why I did this, and it's because of money. Okay, when I got the items in bulk and when I was able to ship them out from my house, which was actually cheaper, I was making about $4 to $5 more per order than I would be if I was shipping directly from the supplier. So think about it. If I was making originally $80 a day from a couple orders, boom, this would bump me up to $100 a day or even more than that just from the simple act of sending the item out by myself. And I got a little sidetracked here. What I was talking about was having the items with me, and I was able to actually create the advertisements, which I would highly recommend because you could take your own product pictures, create your own advertising pictures, and this is gonna set you apart from the competition. This is a huge one, and I actually just made a video on selling in oversaturated niches where I mentioned the importance of creating your own product images where it makes the customer really want the product instead of just showing them that it exists. And I believe this is what really set me apart from the competition and what really pushed me up to getting $100 a day, because there are a lot of people in my niche, but I was presenting the product in a way that was not presented before. So with these PPE ads, it caught people's attention and it made them really want the product, and they would tag their friends, tag their family, and everybody would start buying it either with each other or for each other. And this, I believe, is a strategy that everybody can utilize, but you have to do it correctly. You have to have a really good text for your advertisement and a really good picture that has potential to go viral. If you're simply just putting on there the picture from the AliExpress supplier, which is like the item on a white background, you're not going to get any type of passionate response from your customers. You need to, oh, I almost knocked over my speaker. You need to show them that, hey, I have a great product, other people love this product, you're gonna love it if you buy it. That's the type of vibe that you need to give off. And that's what I did, and that's what set me apart. And from there, I simply scaled. I would put out some more advertisements. I'm talking one product is getting me this much money a day, and it's been consistent because I know how to market it. All I would do, create new advertisements if one starts to go bad to the same audience or a slightly different audience. Additionally, something that really helped me get above this threshold is cross-selling / upselling in my actual store. So when people would come to buy this one product, I would offer them a similar product. And a lot of the time, if you offer the other product at a discounted price, people are going to get both of them. And this increases your order value. And this makes it very easy to hit $100 a day at least when every single order is bringing in 40-50 bucks. Like, it's absolutely super easy if you want to put in the work, but every guru out there is going to have you thinking that this is something that can just come to you. No, it took me a couple weeks. No, it took me a couple months. My timeline's off there. A couple months to really get to the point of getting consistent money. So it takes work. I would spend hours a day defining my audience, doing product research, taking the product pictures, advertising, all of that. So much work. However, I've gotten to the point now where it's self-sufficient, $100 a day at least profit, very consistently, and I hardly have to do anything. And guys, you can do it too. Now, if you're interested in any of the techniques that I talked about in this video and you're not that familiar, go ahead and hit that subscribe circle down below. I'm going to have a bunch of videos on my channel already, and I'm going to be uploading every single day in the future about any topic you can think about, so that's a great idea. Additionally, I'm gonna have two very important videos over here that I recommend you click on that are pretty pivotal if you want to get to the same point I am at, and if you want to follow the same strategy I did. But guys, that's how I did it. Be careful with who you're getting your information from out there. A lot of people just want to scam you. I'll see you on the next video of whatever I make. Peace out, guys.